You are now live on Channel 8 YouTube.
Good evening. This is the Templeton Recreational Committee. It is 6:30. I'd like to call this meeting to order. We will now start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of
America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
indivisible,
with liberty, justice for all. Yeah, your speaker keeps cutting out on me.
I apologize. All right, we need to elect new officers.
Okay.
Who's gonna do? I would like to elect or recommend Joy Tainter as our secretary. Yeah.
Second. And we vote there.
I accept.
All right, Joy Tainter is our secretary.
Yes.
So I'd like to nominate Jessica Sutton as chairman. So
Yes.
second.
Oh, are you supposed to say, and then they say roll? Is that how it
Mhm.
All those in favor?
Oh, okay.
Jessica Sutton is the chairman. I would like to nominate Chris Lotting as co-chairman, vice chairman.
I just have a question on that. Now, are you still the treasurer for the Chair City rec program?
Yeah, Chair City travel soccer program.
That's their rec program for soccer,
We have a rec program for soccer.
for Gardner?
Yeah.
So you're the treasurer for that program as well?
Treasurer for that program.
Okay.
I don't see a problem with that. I second that nomination.
Third,
I abstain.
all right. Joy,
Yes.
how do you feel about Chris being the co-chairman?
I think it's a great idea.
All right. Now we need to do the treasurer. I nominate Derek Sutton.
Second.
Oh. I do too.
Okay. Joy?
Yes.
All right, so we have Jessica Sutton as chairman, Chris Lotting as co-chairman, Derek Sutton as treasurer, Joy Tainter as secretary, and Candace
Just remember.
is a member.
That's how it works, right?
All right, moving on, 2021 swim program. The Templeton Fish and Game has offered to let us use their area again. Do we want to continue to do this?
I motion that we did.
Okay.
Yes.
Joy?
Yes.
All right,
For
Chris,
this year?
for this year.
Sure,
It's probably, all right,
yeah.
so school starts August 30th. So we'll probably have to hurry up and do stuff and make things happen quickly. All right, and Joy, you said you talked to Terry?
Yes, I did.
All right. She's all set and ready to go?
As far as I know, I haven't talked to her since I've been sick. But when I did talk to her quite a while ago, she was all set.
Okay, do you think you can get in touch with her like tomorrow?
Oh, sure.
Fantastic. Yes, ma'am?
Can I just ask a question of Joy, because she
Yeah.
ran the many years? If we did have to offer an abbreviated program, one that maybe isn't 4 weeks long, is that something that you think would be feasible?
Well, let's put it this way. I hope not. I would like to see, I'd like to see at least a 4-week program and preferably 6.
You don't have time?
Yeah,
for 6?
I think for the fact that it's water and safety, I think that Terry could do something in 3 weeks to 4-week program, something, I mean, just to give basic safety.
Right.
Was it the town just did, they sent somebody to was it Winchton or something to do water rescue the other day to learn and train, and I think just the safety aspect of this program is very important, so even if abbreviated, just to get the aspects of safety maybe not so much all the fundamentals to learn how to swim,
Yeah,
but the basics, the little ones to understand the safety of water, when and the older ones, how to rescue someone appropriately is very important to have, especially with all the water bodies we have around our town.
mhm,
So just that alone, and there's a lot of people that didn't do a lot of stuff this summer too, and giving kids a chance to have something that they didn't have, But
yeah,
the safety aspect is the biggest part of the program that I love about it. When it rains, they will go on the, under the pavilion, and they'll do the lesson plans on safety and how to do it. So it's not always in the water either. So it's sometimes above, into the program with color things and, and how, they teach the older ones, what can you find to save somebody that's in your area? Like, is there a water bottle that you could throw out there to save somebody, or a branch or something? So it's a lot about safety. And I think that, we missed that whole safety last year. I think it's important to bring back the safety this year, especially if the town is sending somebody on the rescue end. I don't know if they were fire or police to go do that program. I think having the rec program, doing the safety program and swimming for the kids, is important.
I think we should have the swim program. That's just, okay,
Okay, if we need to hire new people,
yeah,
that there's a process for that. It's just, we're up against the clock. But
all right,
will
well, I mean,
find
we
out.
can try to do it, and if we can't do
Right.
it, then at least we
Right.
made the effort.
Right, yeah.
All right, so school starts the 30th, so we basically have a month. Hey, Joy,
Yes,
how much time do you think Terry would need to pull everything together?
I don't think long, because I know she's been in contact with some of the kids that have helped her for several years. But
Okay.
I will call her tonight and see if I can get a hold of her.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
All right, so we now have an office at the Templeton Senior Center. Just so everybody knows. All right, and is there any old business or anything you guys would like to discuss or to talk about? Soccer. All right, let's talk soccer. Fall program, yes, you're right. Sorry. All right, so let's talk soccer. Soccer is a big deal. We should do soccer. So we need to get some coordinators. We need everything. So how are we gonna do it?
So you have the same people last year, don't they roll over? Well, I know they didn't have it last year, but they would contact those people that did the programs in the
Yes.
past, right?
Right,
So somebody would have the names of those who they did.
somebody would have the names of those,
And they're
yes.
no longer here.
Yes.
I'm sure the selectmen's
I'm sure
office.
that they had to do the hiring and do the
All
thing,
right,
so
yeah.
I'm sure you can get the names from them,
So we can go
make
to
the phone
that.
calls. And maybe they're watching or are interested in doing it, so.
It was Tara, right?
Yeah, Terry.
Tara, come back. Come back. Is there anything else? No?
Jessica,
Miss Joy.
the last name of Candace.
Candace.
Graves.
Graves.
Graves, Graves,
Graves.
VES.
V. Victor.
Pardon me?
V. Graves, like the sand people. Graves.
Oh, okay, that's a V. Okay, that sounds good to me. Thank you. And she's the one behind the computer that I can't see.
Me.
Yes, ma'am.
And my,
All right.
you can
Good.
spell my first name any way you want, that's fine.
Is it with a K or a C?
It's a C with two E's.
All
If you
right.
did Candy, if you did Candace, it would be an ACE at the end, so,
All right.
yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
When works for everyone for the next meeting?
Well, how would the, I just have a question about the soccer program, so they're gonna find out how those names are.
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do
Right,
before.
because they're already putting out the, thing for the other ones out there, like signups and
Mm-hmm.
stuff for the fall programs. I started seeing them, all the different recs, the
Yeah.
high schools, they're all putting them out now. So meeting wise, probably not that long from now, because we have
No.
to come back and do it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get a hold of Tyra. Somebody or something.
And who does who does the hiring on that? Like, who would do the interviewing? Is the interview process on that?
I think that the commission would interview and then
Okay,
you would bring it to the select board
oh, I didn't,
to hire and then
Okay.
they'd have to be, go through the ethics
Okay.
training and all that.
okay. Well, hopefully the person that did it. not
Will do
hopefully,
it.
Yeah, we'll do it again. Yeah,
Will do
because, yeah, I think they're in charge of, it's similar to what they did for softball, right? The director would be in charge of, coordinator is responsible for, not limited to, securing the volunteer coaches, setting schedules, the field maintenance, and overseeing the program supplies and logistics. Would that be similar to soccer?
I believe so.
And then they obviously have a knowledge of the game itself and skills and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what they had for the softball, I had seen online.
Right.
Yeah, so that would be similar what they would do for that. Okay. I just wanted to get it in the record, so it's,
Can I jump ahead to basketball?
yeah.
All right.
Could you wait just 1 second? What will be the fee for soccer?
You guys voted at $60. I can't remember what the date was, but you had set, it was a meetings and meetings ago in your minutes. You had upped all the fees to everything. Yeah, you had upped the fees for soccer, softball, and basketball to $60. It went $40, and the part that was interesting was it went $40, and then it was something about if you wanted a shirt, if you didn't want a shirt, and then it went up to $60, then it went to $60, they voted, so it was 40 originally, went to 60, and then talked about a shirt or no shirt, but it was $60 if you had a shirt or you didn't have a shirt, which was the part was funny, because I was like, well,
I feel like
Doesn't
60
matter.
bucks is a little too much.
I guess it was based on what the areas are going for. I don't know about Cheer, I think, is it Cheer City? I think they're going like 97 or something. And then I think the co-ed's like 40.
Rec over there is $40.
It's $40 for the whole, for the
For
thing.
rec, travel is 97.
97, that's what the 97 was, okay. Because it was based on, I think, the recommendation that they got from that college. And
Yeah,
so
so we
you
did a
guys
big
voted,
study
you
on-
voted, but yeah, it's, I don't know, I have one of the meetings here somewhere, but it's voted in one of the meetings that's online for $60 it was set at.
Well, let's remember that those college kids came from an affluent area. And
Right.
we're not
They
that.
did-
We need to keep the prices down low.
Yeah, but a shirt will cost you, if you want it bulk the shirt, and so you want to know what your fees are, so you want to know what your shirt costs. So if a shirt's $12 to $20, you want to put that in your fee, so they pay basically the shirt.
I think
And
they should
then
just
if
have
you-
shirts anyways.
So
Yeah.
for
Right.
soccer, for basketball, I think it was shirt or no shirt because they were using the reusable,
Right, yeah.
reversible one. Soccer, you always got
A new
a
shirt.
t-shirt every season.
And do they pay for, because I'm not familiar with soccer, do they pay for refs too, besides the coordinator?
They
Where was
pay
it?
for refs.
What
all
would,
that,
so
too.
we need to know what the fee on a ref would be, what the cost of the overhead of the shirt would be per child. And then we need to figure out what that would be, because we're not looking to make money, we're looking to the program to pay for itself.
Right.
So we don't want to go to the budget. We want it to, yeah, that's how I do the races. When I do the different races that I do, the 5Ks, I want it, and then I want it, if I wanted to make money, then obviously that goes to the next
Right.
level, but I want it to pay for the basics first.
Right.
So it'd be, how much how much it costs for the shirt to get printed out, how much it costs for the refs.
Does anybody know the cost? Like, do we need to pay, or is our insurance covered up there? We don't need to pay any insurance.
Right,
don't
that
think so,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, did the town cover the insurance? Does the rec department cover the insurance?
I don't want to say the town did because it's.
Okay. It's
town
under the
property.
town,
Right.
it's under the town tax numbers for the RAC program. We're all under the town, so yeah, so that would be the town.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, because my thing, I had to get my own insurance. So yeah, so that wouldn't be in the factor. So it'd be your refs, to know what overhead, what we paid
Yeah.
the last years of refs cost, we need to know. We need to know how much it costs for the shirt. And then we should be able to set it. I mean, it probably will come under 60, between 40 and 60. The shirt's probably gonna cost you, it could cost you $12 to $20, depending on the quality. If it's one print, two print, color, But knowing those factors, that would be the way to set it. So that way we're not eating a cost of something and it's fair to the community that they're just paying for that service. I think that would be fair. So if we get those numbers before the next meeting, we could vote the fee and then we could find out who would be running the program and we could vote for all that stuff together, right?
Right.
That sounds like
That makes sense.
that makes sense, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I don't want to overstep, it's my first time, but I'm just trying to use my knowledge of things that I've done in the past.
Well, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
It would be it's beneficial. So we need a job description for the coaches, coordinator.
When does soccer start, roughly?
It's, I don't need fall. That's all
Usually
I
right
got,
after Labor Day,
yeah, yeah.
So-
most programs,
weekend
yeah.
after Labor Day.
If it is- So that should give us plenty of time,
So we have to
No,
figure out
that's
soccer.
not a lot of time.
Yeah, we
No.
had her can get soccer
yeah.
and swim. All right.
Well,
So swim first, right?
Yeah.
Sounds like
Yeah.
you got a hand
Well-
on that. And I'd let it up to her to see what she could squeeze in. Let her
Right.
propose a
Yeah.
time frame: 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 8 weeks.
yeah,
whatever
we
she
don't,
can
we
figure
don't
out.
need, do we need to vote on anything with swim, like?
You
if
do
she-
need to vote on swim, even if it's just a vote to move forward.
Yeah, so now you're gonna lose, if we do that, that means it's another meeting in another week.
Right now, you should vote. to-
Right now,
Yeah.
we should vote, we should close out, we should say that swim's gonna happen,
Okay.
whatever version that Terry can come up with.
Yeah.
You know, and then she can just start registering this weekend and then pop it up on Monday if she wants to. I mean, because she's probably already hired in the system I mean, they did, the kids, I mean,
I don't know.
a lot
it's
of them
been a
did the
couple
program,
years.
yeah, they did, a lot of them did did the paperwork and stuff in the past.
Right.
I mean, one year we literally cut it like, they did it the week, like this week where they would do it, and they literally started that Monday. And they let them do that, so. But I would just vote, just let it go, let her,
Yeah.
if she can do it, she can put it together, so that gives her another week. She can get it,
So the only problem is that there was no money appropriated for swim in fiscal year 22. So I would need to find out,
if they have any money to pay for it.
yeah,
Is that something that we have to, that devolves our vote? Either way, we vote saying that if it can be appropriated, that's a go.
yes,
We could say that.
yeah, I would say that's a
Right.
good way to word it.
So we could say, if anybody who wants it, could say, yes, we want it.
Mhm.
And then another vote is yes, that if they can incorporate the funds in the next week, that as soon as the funds can be appropriated, that it's a go. We say go. So we trust Terry's judgment. She's been doing it.
Forever.
And she learned from the best.
Yeah, I
for
know.
sure. She learned from the best. I mean, I personally sat there year after year watching this program. They do a great job and the kids learn a lot for safety.
Yeah, I've had a couple months.
Mine learned how to swim. from
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that one learned how to swim. My youngest one learned how to swim.
You're still here, so.
Yep. And her, Joy's daughter Penny taught my kids too.
Mhm.
So, yeah, many years.
So make a motion. We'll
Yeah,
get
go
it
ahead.
done.
Okay, I make a motion that we, I don't know, how do you say it again? We let Terry, do the swim program immediately if, and do I say the funds in that same one? And if the funding can be that the town will back the funding on it, she can start taking, people to sign up and she can start the program whenever she can do it.
Second that.
Take a vote. Aye.
All right,
Aye.
Uh,
all right. So we have that. Is there anything else?
Did we
Anybody
vote on that?
anything else?
And then, yeah, we'll have to vote on the next meeting.
Oh, yes,
and
yes,
then
yes.
find
When do
out
we
that
want to do that?
information. Who is gonna find out that, is anybody willing to find out the information?
I'll look into all
All
the
that
town and stuff. yeah.
Okay, all the stuff about the soccer and stuff, all the
All right,
finance, all
well,
that.
Jackie, thank you, thank you. When do you think they'll have all that stuff ready?
I'm sorry, Jesse.
Can I help you in any way?
I will let you know.
All right.
Hopefully this week.
Okay, so,
do you think that we would be able to get any sponsors to help with the expenses of, say, the soccer team to start?
Oh,
Do you
getting
think-
the That's
Jazz,
for sure.
what are you thinking?
Think we could get somebody to donate 100 t-shirts or something like that, and then we'd have to do is get them printed?
That's
Maybe.
something to look, I mean, if anybody knows a business they want to approach and ask the question before the next meeting, you know, I don't, what anybody would do. I tap mine out for my 5K in the turkey trot,
All
so
right, so, do we want money or t-shirts?
probably money to pay for them. I don't know where they got them printed.
I want to ask Dennis.
I mean, I always do shopper image for all the stuff I do, so I don't, I've seen some Gardner, I've seen some Narragansett stuff in there, but I don't know if I've seen any rec stuff in there for it.
I kind of like to keep it like in town,
Right,
like
is
with
there,
people
is there,
in
print- is
town.
there a printer in town?
There
Okay.
is a guy that does do stuff. I'll
Okay.
have to ask him. I don't know.
Right.
You don't know unless you
I
ask.
I do know that Narragansett does print with Brian at Shepherd
Yeah.
too, so I know he does that work for the high school.
All right, so where's this guy? Where's this guy? All right, so are we gonna send letters? Are we gonna call? Are we gonna go door to door? Like, hi,
Oh, for the businesses?
yeah.
I would
Can
think
it be written off later on for them?
they can use the tax number, couldn't they, for the town?
Yes.
Yes, because, yeah, it would be, they could use it as a write-off. A lot of businesses, it's not a lot, so it's not a ton. Only have to be a small business that would want to do it.
Yeah.
The bigger businesses usually, they usually say it doesn't matter. But, I would say, I mean, it depends on how many shirts you wanted. If you wanted 100 shirts, would probably, it runs you about, a basic shirt will run you about, $1,200.
For 20 shirts.
For
I mean, for 100 shirts, sorry.
100
Yeah.
shirts, yeah,
Okay.
if the shirt was priced at about, I think it was like $12, $10 to $12, if I remember.
Okay.
I'm just trying to remember what I paid for what we paid for the bill for the 5K I just did. That's, yeah, they, usually if you get one color front of shirt, no back, you can get a shirt about $10 to $12, you know, in printing. That's the whole thing. I mean, you have to design it, so you pay about $50 to $100 to have them design it, to add that onto the price.
There you go. Okay.
When you get into multiple colors, that's when you get into multiple prices.
Mhm. I think,
I mean, you're gonna need multiple.
yeah, we need it for like, because this is the blue.
No, I mean,
team.
not color shirt, I'm talking ink colors, like if you have two
Oh.
inks on the front,
No.
like
never
if you have
mind.
like the basketball orange and, I don't know, the type is black or some, or orange.
Right,
like,
right.
You know, purple or green or something, like, the two different colors, that's what they're talking about, 3-color ink. So it's the ink color, but the shirts is based on the quality, they buy the shirts. You tell them how many, and then they give you a price based on what they bought, so. I don't know what they personally get, how much they get them in bulk, so. They charge you a fair market price to print it out and stuff.
Alright. All right, do you have anything?
Hmm.
Do you have anything?
Nope.
Terrence?
I think so. Was there anything else on the thing?
No,
that
I
you
do have a
wanna
question.
do,
Joy,
or
do you have anything?
else?
No, not right now.
Okay, I would like to, I feel like,
You wanted to talk about basketball, didn't you?
I did, I want Xavier role. I want Xavier, I want to be able to keep him as our basketball coordinator. He said that he, with his work schedule and everything, he can't always be there and that he would need somebody to be at the high school and somebody to be at the middle school because he can't be at 2 places.
You
So-
mean like an assistant?
Yeah,
Does it have an assistant in the budget, what they typically
I
get?
don't think so.
No.
No.
So I didn't know if it was too late to ask for more money, or what if we got like a private donation or something, or,
I mean, I know the Recreation Commission has that revolving account
yeah,
that they set up just so that they wouldn't have the constrictions of the fiscal year. So I can find out what's in that and
okay.
what
'Cause
we can use it for.
he said that he would like to be the coordinator,
Okay.
but as a backup, he'd like to have somebody at the high school and
Sure.
somebody, which does make sense, because how can you,
You can't be at 2 places. at
right, and
once.
he did it,
Right.
but, and as Joy said, he is really good, he blows the whistle, he stops.
Right.
This is what you gotta do, you know, this is why we do this and whatnot. And I-
Yeah, well, my kids did the rec basketball, but it was before his time,
Mhm.
so.
No,
they
I
did
like
with other
Xavier. He
people.
likes the kids like him. I want to keep Xavier.
Yeah, so we just have to figure out how much it would be for a second, like an assistant under him, you know, like, the swim program has assistants under them. They have a little bit of a stipend that they get, or whatever you want to call it, but they get a few dollars and stuff, yeah.
That's it. I would,
So is that a revolving, is that like, because it's like extra, like when you pay for like the programs that got paid about, like soccer and stuff, their extra money go into that account? Is that what that happens?
Not sure.
Like,
What
because I
they
know
use to
that
set it
when
up
they
with.
pay for the programs, the little bit, say it was $20 or 30 or 40, whatever the program was, for softball or basketball, it says that the kids have to put it into that unit, which would be the town site. So I was just curious how they,
Yeah, I'm
What
not sure.
happened?
That's a big
like,
question.
and who pays the bill for the shirt? Yeah,
Right.
these are questions I have. I have too many. Sorry.
No, that's good.
It is
Yeah.
It is good.
Right, well, yeah, that's the things that we need to know that. So
Yes.
that we, because like, one of them, because I went through all the minutes from the ones I could find, and like, there was one that, they're talking about buying something for the baseball, and something got ruined, and they had to pay half, the school paid half, you guys were talking
Mhm.
about in one of your meetings.
I think the batting cage.
That's what it was, they're
Okay.
talking about that, and I was just wondering when I was reading the minutes on it, I was like, oh, I wonder how the money comes from that, like, for us to pay for half or something like that.
We'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna put these pieces back.
Yeah, because it's, I didn't follow all this stuff all these years, so I'm just trying to look at the little crumbs that were on the internet
Right.
and things that I could find, and these are the things that came up with these questions, like, how did we do this, or how did we do that? And with not having certain people involved anymore, it's a way to reset and get all the answers so that the public knows, the town knows how we do all this stuff, so that, if there may be a business out there that wants to help give more money, didn't realize it,
Right.
that wants to spearhead, maybe that helps pay for an extra assistant or something. Or maybe we do the shirts where we make sure it's bulked into the price that the parents are paying, because we know the right price, and therefore you have that extra, whatever it is that we get for a budget from the town.
Right. So speaking of money, are we allowed to do fundraising? And if so, what are the limitations
Oh, yeah, that's one good one.
of it?
I'm not sure. I don't see why not.
So all right, so if we were to do something like town fundraising, would we be allowed to have alcohol there? No, we did at the car thing, up at the, we didn't. Rick Gilman, do you remember?
No, it's-
No, there was no.
I don't think on town property.
no.
Usually when you do children events.
No, I don't want it to be a child.
No, I
event.
mean, when you do children events,
Yeah.
when you're a board or something that involves children, most places, do anything with alcohol because of it, but it is a good fundraiser. But I came from the background of my childhood when we had bazaars, and of course they
Yeah,
that was
so-
a room where everybody went for the tent with the alcohol.
Well, that's what I was thinking, like,
Yeah.
maybe, I don't want to say like with dance or whatever, but maybe like the VFW or something, or the Camelot or something would be willing to have an event or something, and I keep
A
saying,
fundraiser event you're talking about.
yeah, and
right,
I keep going to like a dance kind of thing. I know that just sounds silly, but
right,
maybe,
right.
who doesn't like,
Well,
basketball
we also,
back.
I mean, we had, you had the movie, did the rec do that, or was the library?
did
the
that.
movie, the park, I
Rec
mean, you have
did it.
park, you have the night in the park, that's an annual thing that happens, like, we have a national day in the park or something date, you could do a fundraiser event on that day, you could, you get the movie, they do the movie, you could have concessions, you could do stuff, that's if you have volunteers to do all the stuff, you need a
Right.
lot of volunteers for a lot of the stuff, so,
so what about like if there was like a local bike people who would be willing to do like a bike run? Would that be something we could do?
I think so.
yeah, like a 5K, you can do a 5K, and the
Well,
town.
I ain't running. I'll get
No,
on the
I'm
bike,
saying
but
the
I ain't
town,
running.
the town who had one, I don't know what they did, or if if they're still having it, but they had one that was associated with the high school, so the route is all there.
I do.
But, and they have the people that do it, I mean, you could go in partnership too with something, maybe some of it money goes to a scholarship, because that's what they want,
Mhm.
and then some of it goes to the rec to pay for another program, so you could go in partnership with,
Yeah.
like you said, like if somebody had a bike, riding bike thing.
No. Bike.
Oh, motorcycle. yeah.
Could we do, would that be not okay?
I think that would
That'd
be
be
okay.
fine,
I
yeah.
think it would be fun.
I mean, we're a low key town, I think. I mean, most people, yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. I was born and raised in this town and our family rides bikes. So that's why I was like, oh, we could,
My husband grew up in this town, so his brother does bikes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
he
it's a bike
doesn't do
thing.
bikes. Yeah, some do bikes, some farmers, some.
Mhm.
Yeah, everybody's, yeah.
I guess the question is, if we're holding a fundraising activity, is there any kind of liability to the town if something were to happen at that fundraiser?
Yeah, I have to find out.
That would be, yeah, that would probably be, yeah, that would be
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who answers those questions?
the lawyer.
Be the Board of Selectmen's office, and yeah, they would.
The lawyer for the town.
It's About
The
the flow of
insurance
money,
company
right?
for the
If you pull in
liability-
donations,
liability.
where does it go? Does it go to like a general account, then you have to get it voted on to pay for
Right.
stuff? Is it a separate,
Yeah. I'll
revolt,
find
you
out.
know, all that stuff?
Yeah,
We don't
that-
want to put it in there, and, you know,
Mhm.
raise money for something and then not be
Right.
able to use it for that.
Right.
yeah, to find out the rec has its own bank, like our ledger. It says that we have so much money.
I thought that it got put into the town. I thought we no longer had our own thing.
I know we have the community service revolving account,
Okay.
so,
I know some places where they have one account, they'll have a ledger to say that's for the rec, that's for this or that, and they keep whose money it is in a ledger. It's not, it's all in the same pot, but it's in a ledger. They do that for the younger kids, like when they do different clubs and stuff, it's in high school, some of them do it that way. Some have individual accounts that are associated with them, the town has physical account or school district or whatever. But I don't know.
I think it's more important to know how to get it out, to spend it on what we're
Yeah.
raising. the money
Yeah.
for.
Well,
Right.
somebody had to pay the bills for the shirt, so had to, all the money was jumping.
Well, that was
in there-
all voted on, I think, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, but if the money's dumping in there from the program for the basketball, the softball or whatever, and you were charging $40, it was dumped into the unit account.
account.
Somebody had to know that every $40 that was coming in went to this program, so it would have been earmarked to pay for the bills for that program. So, yeah,
right, but we just gotta make sure it's the same way for fundraising.
right, yeah,
that's
right,
right.
I'll find out.
Well, Jesse,
Yes.
I like your idea about a bike ride. I used to do one for St. Jude's many years ago. And if we started at Narragansett, went to Templeton Center, up to the Brow and back down, and then come up South Main Street, that was a 10-mile ride for all of the older kids. And then for the little ones, which our grandchildren were the little ones, we went up and down the driveway at Narragansett for, I think they went 20 times or so to fulfill requirement for raising money for that. So a bike ride is very successful.
That's not what I meant, but I like that idea.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I do like that idea. Can we do that?
Sounds good.
Well, how about you handle that?
For me? Sure.
Yeah.
Why
Oh,
not?
All right. All right, excellent. All right, so I have one more thing. So we used to have a Facebook page, so that way, like,
Yeah.
everybody had it, everybody could see what was what. We no longer have that. So can I make a new one?
Why
Or
not?
do you-
Well, I think the issue with the old one was, is it an official Town of Templeton page? And so in order for it to be really official, we need to go through the selectman's office.
Okay.
And get their blessing.
Okay,
And then I don't see why someone from this board couldn't be the
Okay.
admin on that.
so how would I do that?
I'll find out. I'll
Okay,
put it on my list.
look at you.
yeah.
All the action.
You know, she has everything.
Oh, and the same thing about the website, whoever's in charge of the town website, is it possible to take down that picture where it says it's about volunteering? It's kind of, I find it rude.
I'm not familiar with
Yeah,
them.
it says something
I don't
about,
have
Yeah.
like, says you don't like it, you should volunteer.
I-
You don't
I-
like something, you should I think,
I agree with you.
yeah, it's
I
a
agree
little
with you.
bit too, like, you're trying to get
Yeah.
volunteers, it turns them off, and that's the first, because I ran, well, I still do, I do, Booster Club pages,
Yeah,
and I did them for, I'm a member of the, Gardner, Track and Booster Club, and, I did all the, Facebook accounts, the website, all of it.
yeah.
And I just looked at that, and that's the first thing I went and looked at all the stuff, and I said, are you kidding? Yeah, I thought it was like a little rude, so I would like to get that
Yes,
off.
we
All right,
can
yeah.
get
Plus,
back
I have to
on.
have the new members put on anyway.
Yes.
So any picture that's rec related could be nice to put in that little space,
Sure.
that'd be great.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll
I
ask
mean, we
Holly.
wanted to say something about we're looking for volunteers, but we
Right,
don't
like,
want
hey,
to be
come-
insulting them.
Right.
you know, if you don't like it, well, that I thought was a little bit, yeah.
I
too
agree with
strong,
you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
And then having, with most Facebook accounts, and it depending on how you do it, they have administration thing where you can go in there, and of course, most people have to have an administrator, and then you have the editors. So multiple people could be on as
Yeah.
editors and an administrator. So one person could have the keys to the kingdom, and many people can be writing and posting.
That's how it
And
was
and it
before.
shows it shows your name, who it is doing it too.
Right.
Right, so if the town wants to hold the administrator on it, and then we, as somebody in the club or many people, and they can be the editors on it, that way, it'll always rotate back to the town, so they don't have to worry about someone taking everything down the next time around.
Yeah, and I know the town has a social media policy, so
Right,
that would be something that anyone who has the ability to post needs to be really familiar with that.
right,
So
exactly,
I
yeah.
can get copies of
Yeah,
that
that would
and
be good.
just find out
Right.
from the selectman's office.
Yeah, because our
Mhm.
last chairman, he did it, and then it was me and another man that were
The editors,
the admins,
Yeah.
yeah. So we were able to go on and do this and to do that.
right,
So
right,
I think it's a great idea. I'd like to have another Facebook thing, because
Yeah,
then
well-
everybody sees it, everybody goes out.
well,
Yeah.
if a program gets canceled because of snow and it's.
Exactly.
They can be put out right then
Right
and there,
then
if
and
someone has the keys to do it. Well, like I said, the town should have the overall top tier of it, so that way it can rotate from board to board,
Mhm.
so that, and then anybody who's in charge, like, the chair or the second, whoever, or even if they want to give the ability to, a department, one of the, whatever we choose to do, that way they can't take it down and destroy it. It stays with the
Yeah,
town.
and you lose all your
Whoever's in charge
pictures.
of the town one should be in charge of that too.
Right.
It's my opinion. That way it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't, because there was so much stuff lost now. Because I gave swim pictures. I took swim pictures,
Mhm.
because I got the back of the, obviously I did. You
Yeah.
don't have everybody's face, but
Right.
I did a tackle, but they're all gone now. 'cause he took
Yeah,
the
I
space
did
with
some
me out.
with the
Yeah.
softball and stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. And then everybody's gonna be looking now for soccer stuff right now, because they see the other town, and there's
Mhm.
nothing there. To even get a grass from last year, because it's gone. So if you moved here, you don't know anything.
Right.
Yeah, we lost all that ability right now.
Gotta get it back.
Yeah.
It's all right. But the Phoenix, it burns and it turns to ash and it just builds back up.
We do it the right way. We do it
Exactly.
the right way. Do everything the right way. That way it can be left to the next person, the next people after us.
Exactly.
Yeah, the right way. Oh, yeah.
Before you close, could I have everybody's phone numbers, please? All
I'll email it to you.
Yeah, I'll text you.
right, Chris, what's your phone number?
Email it to you after this.
What's that?
We're on live streaming and we're on YouTube. I don't feel comfortable giving the world my phone number.
Mine's already on things.
So I'll call you.
All right, call me with phone numbers, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
right,
And
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say that I'm having a very difficult time hearing Candace because of the screen being up in front of her face. She's not projecting enough for me to understand everything she said, but I have caught an awful lot.
You talk fast too, so,
Maybe next time. She's nervous. It's her first time.
yeah.
Okay.
So do we have anything else to discuss? Everybody's good with their roles?
We
Everybody?
just need to make a thing for the next meeting, right?
Yes,
Yes.
I was
let's do
getting
that.
All right, so,
How do we do that? Because we have to be on TV again.
do you have any particular time? The first week of August, I'm not going to be here. My children and I are going camping.
Thank you.
Why?
No, we all did.
Yeah, we want to keep off as well.
Okay, so do you guys want to try to push it and pull something together for next week? Do you think we could do that, or do you want to do it the second week in August? But then that would really only give
Yeah.
us 2 weeks for swim,
Well,
think
that would,
next week would make more
well, we're
sense.
looking at soccer, so soccer needs to be,
right?
that's what, because swim, we already voted to do it regardless.
Right, so,
We have meetings on Wednesday and Thursday next week.
okay.
We have to have that.
Okay. Patriot training camp also, so, good idea.
I mean, I can do anytime next week, if you want to do something next week, if you have.
What night of the week are we gonna plan to have it?
Well, not Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay, well, tonight's Monday. Is Monday a good day?
What is it?
Today is Monday, isn't it?
Monday, I guess.
How about Monday? Does Monday work?
Yeah.
Monday work? Does Monday work?
Okay,
Yes.
It is.
All right, 6:30,
and what date?
July 26th.
Okay.
Does that
Yeah,
work for
that's
you?
good. That was about anything extra that we had to do that we didn't know.
Right, right.
Right.
We'll be fine to fix it.
All right. And Joy, just to confirm again, you're gonna get a hold of Terry?
Yes, yes. So we're gonna have a meeting again next Monday.
Yes, and you're gonna tell us all about Terry.
Okay, I will call Terry tonight.
I can talk to Terry, my friend.
Oh, all right.
Hopefully she'll be home.
Whatever. Well, it doesn't matter who talks to her, as long as
Doesn't
somebody
matter,
talks to her.
but we had voted that she could start at any time she wanted, she could put it together, and if the town could get her employees to together.
Right, but I want to be able to come back next week and be like, so this is what we have.
Yeah, that's what she's doing, okay.
Yep.
What I'm saying is what happens if she puts everything together and start on Monday?
We gotta make sure there's some money there.
Right, exactly, but I don't know how long that process takes.
She can start Monday. So should we put a motion to that? If she can start Monday, just let her go? Or no?
She can start as soon as.
But just
we have
that,
the
if you
money
look
in,
at if you look at a 4-week program, you're
Right.
talking about,
as soon as we
it
get an
lands on the
answer
week of,
from the money, we
Yeah.
can
before
start.
school starts.
That's what we
Right.
voted on.
If
I
you do a
think,
3-week program, you're looking at, yeah, which would put us where we were typically, where we always were.
Right.
Yeah, and that would be starting on Monday and registering people.
That's all what we voted on, is as soon as we found out.
Yeah,
the
that she
green
could
light for
go.
money, she could start tonight if we found the answer.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I
Yeah, so-
voted on,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
But we'll have a review next week. if we're
Okay.
meeting anyway,
Yeah, we
right?
can review
Yeah.
how it went. Did she go? Did she not go? You know, if there's anything extra that comes up.
But again, how are we gonna let people know?
That's the hard thing, it's really
Well,
up against the.
It's
clock.
not really that far. I mean, you have those big, can the town put those things up on the signs, the electronic signs? If you ask to put in for a request,
I would think,
they're all over the place, right?
Yeah.
To do things.
who do we contact for that?
I think that's emergency management, Rich Curtis.
Okay.
And
Do you
then
want me to call him or you want
if you,
I'll do it.
if
Okay.
somebody, you don't need to have a Facebook account, you can literally just do one of those things, like you could, or somebody could do it. And once you share it to one, you share it in one of those right groups, like, Cancer Greatness, Templeton and.
Oh, yeah,
thing.
Templeton,
You just share one of those, invitation type of things or whatever into one of those. They'll all see it. They'll start passing it along, and with the town sites up, boom, boom, boom. If they
Yeah.
want to do it, they'll do it. And then, and most times when she does the program, a lot of times they come in that second week and they'll register too. They'll register as the program goes on too. She'll pick up people, but she probably won't get as many as she's done in the years past because a lot of the kids are in things. So, but the kids that we do get to teach safety to, is one kid that is one kid that we bought, to teach safety to,
Anybody have anything else?
no,
All right, I motion to close.
I second it.
Aye.
All right, so we're good.